Hey guys, Tara Wilson here, coming at you with another tip on having success in network marketing. A great skill to learn, one of the best skills to learn, is how to tell your story. And here's why. A lot of people get excited about a product or service. They make a list of 100 people, and all of a sudden they call and they just start talking about their product or service. So the person on the other end is like, oh, well, I guess my friend or my daughter, my neighbor is just trying to sell me something. Well, that happens a lot. And then what happens is your best friend gets a little weird because they're like, hey, you're trying to sell me something. And then you get weird and it gets weird. And then you feel weird and you have 4 or 5 phone calls like that. And then you want to quit. So when you tell your story, the dynamic goes from you trying to sell your friend something to saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. Now, let me tell you the 4 components of telling a story, and then I'll tell my story so that you can start thinking of what your story is. Now, it has to be authentic. You can't tell someone else's story. And it doesn't matter if you've made money in the industry or made zero money or a lot of money, your story is your story. And the 4 components, and I have learned this from my great friend and wonderful MLM trainer, Eric Worre. Number 1 component is, what is your professional background? Let's say you're a stay-at-home mom, that's your professional background, right? Or maybe you were in real estate, you were a lawyer, you were a doctor, you were a plumber, it doesn't matter. What's your professional background? What you didn't like about it, meaning what problem were you trying to solve when you were looking in this industry? And number 3, what is the solution you found? And number 4, why you're excited. So I'm going to run through my story and tell you the difference in selling and sharing a story. So you might want to call your mom and say, hey mom, it's Tara, how are you? Oh good, what's up sis? Or what's up honey? Well, I just want to let you know that, I've been working in the wholesale mortgage industry and I make a lot of money. I mean, I'm making a 6-figure income, but man, every single day when I go to drop off my kids, which are her grandkids, by the way, I feel like this void. I feel like this hole in my heart where I just want to spend more time with them. And it's like all the money in the world isn't worth missing out on their precious years. And every day when I walk into Starbucks in my suit at 10 o'clock and I see all these moms in their Lululemon sipping on their lattes, I'm a little envious. I had to grab my coffee and go to the next meeting. I'm never able to volunteer in the classrooms. I'm always late to the games, the softball games, the baseball games, the volleyball games, the basketball games. And I really honestly just want to be around my kids more. So I actually started a business. I started a wellness business, and I'm excited because I think it'll help me make some income, and hopefully someday will replace my income in wholesale mortgage so that I can spend more time with them. And I found these great products, blah, 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 and be very short with them. I'm not going to say it here because I want to keep this very generic. And I would love for you to take a look. I'm excited because I really feel like I'm going to be able to help a lot of people. And if I do this seriously, I can have the dream of being a work from home mom. Now, all of a sudden, your mom's like, oh, or your best friend or anybody that you're emotionally connected to is like, wow, you made a decision that you were unhappy with your life and you had pain and you found a solution. I want to support you. But here, and that's not uncomfortable, by the way. If you are ever uncomfortable with that kind of story, which is a real story, so it has to be a real story. What is your professional background? What you don't like? What you found and why you're excited. So if it's anybody else's story, it's not going to be authentic. Then it'll get weird. Don't be weird. And this is the problem that most networkers do. They forget their story. They think because they just went to a presentation and they are floating high with excitement on their product or service, and they think everybody needs to hear about this new cutting edge breakthrough nutrition product or this cutting edge breakthrough technology. And what they do is say, oh my gosh, mom, have you heard of this incredible herb that was grown in the Amazon on a Tuesday night and a full moon, and it's harvested once every century, and it's a miracle. It's going to change your life. And all of a sudden mom's like, what are you selling? Do you see the difference? So a lot of people go straight to number 3. If you don't tell your story and you just go straight to the solution you found, I found this great product, I found this great service, I'm going to save you money. All of a sudden you went from sharing something heartfelt to selling. Do you see the difference? If you learn to tell your story effectively, you will have people, number 1, cheering for you, wanting to support you, wanting to buy your products, and if they're interested in wanting to partner up with you, if the timing is right, they're going to come to you and say, hey, teach me what you do. And you're also going to have an unlimited source of referrals. Because every time my friends get into real estate, they don't go, hey, I started a real estate business. Hey, do you want to join? Do you want to become a realtor? You should become a realtor. You should be, you got to think about that. It's the same thing. Why do network marketers do? So if you can do this, if you can just tell your story and, hint at, say, hey, I'm going to invite you to take a look. Maybe you know someone who might need this product or service, right? Go to the inviting video that we just did. You're going to have an unlimited source of leads. So tell your story, tell. Don't sell, and you will have a lot more success. You'll be more confident in calling your friends and family, and you won't want to quit after 5 phone calls. I hope this helps, and good luck.